Hello, beautiful soul, and welcome to my channel, Rayne Yoga. I'm Bailey Rayne, and as you can tell, it's a pretty windy day. As I usually have two camera angles, today we'll just be working with one, and today's class is really just dedicated to the basics of some floor yoga asana, just to help you practice at home and take it real easy on yourself today. So with that, roll out your mat and let's begin. Hello everyone, I just wanted to pop in here and say that I started a Patreon account, not for yoga, not for spiritual content, but for sound baths. And if you're here on my channel, most likely you're here for the inner work, for the healing, to do all things healing and frequency and movement and embodiment. So not just doing yoga, not just listening to wonderful information videos and breathwork techniques and all of those things. You can go even deeper by joining me on my Patreon account. I have two tiers for $5 a month that get you access to all videos that are about 3 to 10 minutes long to make it short and quick for you and accessible, so that you can come in and sit down with yourself and use as a meditation, a few moments of peace and silence within, whether it's on your lunch break at work or you don't have a lot of time in the morning or a lot of time in the evening. It's there for you to come to at any time, only for $5. And the second tier is $10 a month, and that gets you access to all of those things, but also 2 live sound baths a month where we will come together and we will chit chat and have a little community and then dive into our sound bath. That'll be around 45 minutes to an hour. And this is really, if you're looking for a way to help support my channel, this would mean the world to me. It's just gonna allow me to continue to bring free videos here for you guys, and also the money's gonna go towards getting more instruments to incorporate here on the channel, to bring to my local community and to all my patrons. So anyways, back to the video. Hey guys, so we're gonna get started at the back of the mat, seated on our heels like so, in hero pose, with the palms facing up. Just close your eyes. Begin to notice your breath, notice your body, and set your intention for today's practice. And then walk the knees wide as your toes touch and make your way into a child's pose. You want to sit as far back on your heels as physically possible, but if you find that you're a little lifted and your glutes can't be back on the heels like this, you can bring a pillow or a block or a blanket underneath your hips and then sit back onto it, just to allow you to completely surrender into this asana. Now there are multiple variations of child's pose, and today we're keeping the knees wide as the mat, so the belly drops between the legs. Just grounding down here, breathing deeply into the belly, expand the ribs. Then on your next inhale, we're going to roll up to a tabletop. So for tabletop, you really want to make sure your hands are right under your shoulders and your knees are right under your hips. And then for cow, you're going to drop the belly, lift the chest. Don't bring the shoulders towards the ears. Make sure there's length. And then for cat, we're going to round the spine, press the mat away. So inhale, drop the belly, lift the chest, shoulders are down. Exhale, round the spine, really press the floor away from you. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the chest. Exhale, round, send that belly button towards the spine, really round out here. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the chest. Exhale, round. Inhale into cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Beautiful, guys. Coming neutral, you're going to walk your hands all the way to the top of the mat. Now this is important. You want to send your hips back, stacked over your knees, one straight line, and then drop the chest all the way down towards the mat. Now you can place your forehead on a block if you need to be lifted up more. And this is puppy pose. So a deep asana to open in the chest. Really breathe here. Then we're going to come up and you're actually going to drop to your elbows, bring the belly to the mat. Make sure your elbows are underneath your shoulders. And as I mess with the wind here, we're going to settle into Sphinx pose. Now for Sphinx pose, you don't want to break the neck or drop in the low back. So pull up in your low belly, tuck your chin in a little bit, spread your fingers wide. Make sure your shoulders are once again down and away from your ears. Breathe. Engaged in that low belly. You shouldn't feel any pain in your low back, not sinking into that low back space, really lifting up, feeling supported, feeling strong. And then slowly exhale, come all the way down, bring the feet together. We're going to come into baby cobra. So the hands are right next to the ribs. You're pressing into the palms of the hands. Squeeze the elbows in towards each other, and once again, shoulders are away from the ears. Breathe. More deep inhale, exhale, lower down, press into the hands, sit back into child's pose, but the knees are together this time, and this is what I meant by a different variation. And we're going to bring the hands next to the legs and grab your heels. And then very slowly you're going to round and bring the weight onto the crown of the head. Now this isn't a heavy weight, this is a light weight. While holding onto those heels, your hips are lifted. We're in rabbit pose, so you really should feel an opening in the shoulder blades. Breathe. When you're ready, you can come back down, plant the hands, roll up. Now we're going to come all the way seated. Swinging the legs out in front of us. We're going to take a forward fold. So inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, reach for the feet. Now, the key is to keep your back straight. So if you want to bend your knees, you can. Maybe grab onto ankles, wherever you can reach. It's most important to be folding from the hips and not the lumbar spine, not rounding in the back. Nice, straight, long. Breathe here. When you're ready, you can release, scoot forward onto the mat. We'll come all the way down onto our backs, making our way into happy baby. So you're going to pull the knees into your chest first, give yourself a little hug, and then you can grab behind the knees, grab your ankles, or grab your big toes with 2-piece fingers. I'm blown away a little bit here. But wherever you are in this asana is right where you need to be. So really want to think about pulling the shoulders down in happy baby. And then when you're ready, we'll move into our last asana, Shavasana, corpse pose. And this is just a complete surrender of the body, relaxing all the muscles. Try to make sure your shoulders are down and away from your ears once again. Breathe into the belly, breathe into the chest. Just take a moment to let go. And when you're ready, slowly taking a big stretch before rolling over to one side. And you don't have to join me here, but if you want to, coming up seated in Sukhasana, which is easy pose with the knees crossed. The light in me honors the light in you. Thank you so much for watching today's short video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And I'll try not to blow away in my next video. Bye guys.